Alright, so today we're looking at a Brother MFC L8690CDW where the light is on but there's no one at home. It does not respond to any of the buttons being pushed and the machine looks like it's dead. It looks like it's got a problem with its supercapacitor or maybe a problem with the power supply, but that's not the case in this case of this machine. So in order to fix this particular issue, this is becoming a little bit more frequent in the community, this issue. This problem happens because the machine at some stage has tried to do a firmware or a software update and the update has failed halfway through the update. So you need a laptop in order to solve this problem. You need the Brother firmware update tool, and you need to plug a computer or a laptop directly into the printer and run the software, and with any luck we will have a functioning printer again. So when this happens, the machine goes into a dumb stage where you lose all network connectivity, you lose your Wi-Fi, you lose your network if you're using network cables, and the only way you can do it is by plugging a USB cable in a direct connect. So when you go, if you're using Windows 11, we're simply typing down here printers in the search down here. It comes up with all of our printers that we've got, which we can't see because this has to remain on top. And the moment you plug the USB cable in, the printer should appear automatically over here on the list. You go to the Brother website, download the firmware update tool from the driver download section, run it, and then sit back. Do not turn the computer off, do not turn the printer off, don't turn anything off, just let this run, and with any luck we should be seeing a fully working printer sometime soon. The speed of the servers and the speed of your computer and the data download will reflect the speed of this firmware updating. Now, in some worst case scenarios, the actual EEPROM on the main board, so down here, the circuit board that lives right here on the side of the printer, that's the motherboard. If the EEPROM that stores the printer's software to enable it to run, if that EEPROM has been electrically damaged from static electricity, you can even get that EEPROM just failing from well, magnetic interference from the sun, really. Yeah, that it all comes down to that EEPROM. If that EEPROM is dead, then this won't work, and then we'll just have to change the motherboard to get the machine running. No, looks like we fixed it. Looks like we're back in business. So that was the main firmware that was being updated then. So that's rebooted at 90%. So now the machine will wait. Yeah, so we'll see if it tries to update the sub firmware. There's two lots of firmware. There's the main firmware and the sub operating firmware. We'll just see if the program catches up. Alright, so we've got it receiving more data. And it should move on to the next step shortly. Alright, so we've been stuck at a stalemate for quite some period of time at 90%. When the machine's done the firmware update, it's given the printer a different identity as far as the printer list goes. So what we've got to do at this stage is we just got to make sure the printer is back functioning and disconnect the USB cable. At this point, I only do this if this has been stationary for about 5 minutes with nothing going on. You need to terminate this program, so we go in and we hit Control-Alt-Delete. We start up Task Manager. We bring this out of the road and we go look for the Brother firmware update tool in the running list. This one here, and we need to end the task manually. So we'll also have to go back down. I think there was another component. No, that's got rid of the program, so that's now closed. We'll just terminate Task Manager. What we want to do next is we want to turn the printer off. We want to turn the printer back on. Now the printer's functioning. Now that it has its software loaded, it now knows what to do. And we just want to make sure this, although the printer is functioning, it's only had a partial update. We have to do a complete update and make sure the sub firmware is updated. So now we plug our USB cable back in. We go find the update program again and run it. Yes. And we should see the printer gets a new identity, and you can see it's changed its USB port now. It's now on port 38, where previously it was on USB 26, I think, from memory. I'll have to go back and review the video. So that's why the firmware update stalled, because when the machine got its new software, it received a new identity. So when it rebooted, the Windows has registered as So now we run the program again and we let it finish updating. We accept it. Next. And we watch it do its update again. So now it's done the main, it's been good. The sub firmware wasn't updated, so now it's doing it this time. And at the end of it, we should have a fully functional printer back to out of the box conditions. And when we get close to the end, it might start making lots of bleeping noises. Look at the printer. The screen is flashing. Rebooting. And I think this printer will be done. Now it may have received a new identity again with this update, so it may be on a different port. Let's have a look. Nope, that's all done. Alright, and there we go. We got one fixed printer. and everything is done, and we have it back to life again. And if we do a test print and print something, our seemingly bricked brother printer that looked like it was dead is now back to life. And unfortunately, I'm seeing lots of these printers being thrown out, ending up at e-waste facilities, and there's nothing wrong with them. They're fully functioning printers. They just need to have their firmware updated. And there we go, it's all working. So that's the video for today. If that's helped you out and got your printer functioning again, you can send me a tip. You can buy me a coffee. Just go to the video description below or the first comment in the video comments and follow the link. Any support is most appreciated and keeps me uploading cures to simple common printer problems and stops printers going to landfill. And also saves you a ton of money calling a printer technician out when you can just fix it yourself. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.